Typical mistakes that we see in this industry when it comes to multi-channel, first and foremost, disjointed marketing efforts, right? If you're using multiple vendors for your marketing efforts, you should have a team huddle up and make sure that everything is coordinated. Again, for us, we preach start with data, right? Make sure that you have a prospect list that will have address and email and phone and social URLs, so that before you take your first step, you know that you can touch these prospects in an automated fashion across multiple channels. And if you're using one vendor for email and one vendor for phone and one vendor for social, it's my recommendation that you make sure that they're all talking to each other so that you can actually have a coordinated effort. 9 times out of 10, the people who we see coming in to speak with us do not have that in place, and that's a big miss. For searchers out there, we see for brokers, this is, I'm sure any brokers on the call have gotten these if they're not getting it daily, but the blast emails from searchers, from people who are interested in business acquisition, just getting a list of brokers and emailing them, and then setting up a time-based drip to email them once a month with no call, nothing to help establish your qualifications. That doesn't work, right? So a multi-channel campaign in that regard, actually reaching out to connect with a broker and establish a relationship, that's going to be much more productive if you're looking for a river guide who's going to think of you and actually put you in touch with deals that make sense. And then, the second biggest mistake that we see is just no nurturing, right? Especially with intermediaries. For whatever reason, you want to just do the outreach, but you just don't have a system in place for nurturing, for staying in front of these prospects, which is crazy because, and that's 95% of the people you're approaching, right? You're going to have to stay in front of them. So if you don't have a system in place for that, that is across multiple channels, that's a miss.